Hello, beautiful creatures of the world, guys and ghouls. We're back at that shenanigans again. We are going to be talking about Jacqueline Nunez and her crazy Polar Express train. Jacqueline Nunez, the Christmas gift that keeps on giving. But before we begin, guys and ghouls, it is a spring-like day here in the far north of Maine, up along the Canadian border. We are almost 40 degrees this morning. We have the green grass of home. Here's a better shot of that. There's no snow in the Corona, Maine. I really hope those of you who are getting large, expensive Christmas snow toys this year, I hope we do get some snow so that you guys can enjoy them. For those of us who got Christmas toys last year was a complete bust, much like it is now. And we finally got to break out our Christmas toys after Thanksgiving this year, and we just had a few short treks with our toys. So I feel bad for anybody paying for those snowmobiles, because that is an expensive bill to pay without any enjoyment for an entire year. For everyone else, I hope you're having a beautiful day wherever you may be. I hope you're having a day filled with fabulosity and dang good coffee, because Jacqueline Nunez and dang good coffee just go together like peanut butter and jelly, don't they? Jackie. We all know on December 6th, the Conjuring house was operating without a license. And we know this because a lovely couple from Maryland who had prepaid to go to the Conjuring house got lost on the streets of Burrillville, Rhode Island, and hailed over a police officer to ask directions to the Conjuring house. Well, this wonderful police officer politely told the couple from Maryland that they weren't going to be going to the Conjuring house. Welcome to the Ocean State. There's plenty here to do. Go see the ocean, but you're not going to get a peek inside the Conjuring house because they have no business license. They cannot be operating. You just lost your money. And I don't think you're going to get the refund because nobody else has gotten the refund. We don't know. We haven't heard from the Maryland couple yet. Did they get the refund? Did they get the refund? Most likely, they did not get the refund because Jacqueline Nunez is the Grinch. And she will take your money, but she will not refund your money, even if it's her fault that you cannot tour the place. I do hope the wonderful couple from Maryland did find something to do in Rhode Island. The Ocean State is absolutely beautiful. The month of December into January, if you see one thing in Rhode Island, it is the mansions in Newport. They are decked out for Christmas. And they're absolutely gorgeous. The tours are phenomenal. The tours of the mansions are phenomenal, whether it's Christmas, whether it's in the middle of the summer, fall, spring. They're just, it's wild to see how the other half actually lives. Those mansions are wild and crazy and so beautiful. And while you're in Newport, you might as well take a gander at the beach. We have the beaches in Newport. We have beaches in Middletown. We have beaches in Jamestown. Go take a walk on the beach. They're in the 50s, almost 60s in Rhode Island at this time of year. It's crazy. It's almost like Florida. You can walk the beach. You can smell the beautiful salty air. You can pick up some shells. I have found over the course of my lifetime, I was born and raised in Rhode Island. Over the course of my lifetime, I have found such amazing pieces of sea glass. And yes, I'm milking the story because it's a very short one. So anyhow, there's lots of nightlife in Rhode Island to attend. And I really do hope that this Maryland couple ended up finding some really cool stuff to do in Rhode Island and kind of took the sting out of the nasty way Jacqueline Nunez treated them. Anywho, from Whoville, the police promptly sent the couple on their way, and then they went to the Conjuring house, where they were met by Paige Thibodeau, the 25-year-old general manager of the Conjuring house, awaiting the couple from Maryland's arrival. Guess she was a little shocked. Oh, the police are here. People have been saying that I'm a little hard on Paige. She opened the doors of the Conjuring house. Paige does not live under a rock. Paige knew exactly what was going on. Paige also knows that employees aren't going to get paid. They're not getting paid. So even if Jacqueline said, hey, do this or I'm not going to pay you, you're probably not getting paid anyways. When you open a business that is not supposed to be open and the owner is nowhere around, guess what? You, the employee, whether you're the general manager or the janitor, you're responsible for opening those doors. And she is just so lucky that no one got hurt when she opened the Conjuring house, because as it is, Jacqueline threw her under the sleigh, let me tell you. Paige was cited. She had a court appearance on December 16th, and she was fined $500. So Paige attended her court appearance. Ladies and gentlemen, guys and ghouls, it was the day of December 16th, and all through the courthouse, not a creature was stirring, not even a mouse. Nobody could find Jacqueline because she wasn't there. She didn't drop down the chimney with lots of care. Nope, she let Paige Thibodeau handle all this all by herself. She threw her employee under the sleigh. She pulled a no-show, as we know that she has done for many other court dates. So Paige was very brave, and I do give Paige credit for this because she doesn't own the business. She's in trouble for operating the business. But she had the cojones to go to court and face the judge in municipal court and explain herself while we was all in the courtroom. Everybody's doing this. Where's Jacqueline Nunez? Because she got cited to appear in court as well. And she didn't show up. Had the judge been a real stickler on the bench, Paige Thibodeau would have been responsible for a $500 fine out of her own pocket. Because if Jacqueline's not going to show up in court for you, she's going to throw you under that sleigh. Do you really think Jacqueline's going to pay that fine for you? Nay, nay. She is not. So Paige pled no contest. She kind of threw herself on the mercy of the court. And it did pay off for Paige, and I am very happy for that. While I do not condone what she did by opening the doors of the Conjuring house, and I do believe that she needed a little lesson to be learned. The judge was very, very fair, and the judge told Paige that if she doesn't pull no more of these shenanigans or anything like this over at that Conjuring house, that in 2 months, all the charges would be dismissed. However, Jacqueline Nunez, well, she's on the hook because she didn't appear in court. So she was fined $200 in absentia. How this woman falls in shite and still can come out smelling like a rose is beyond me. She doesn't, according to the information about her appearances she was supposed to make in court with Brian Dantero's case, she doesn't show up for court. Paige Thibodeau, she doesn't show up for court. We don't know, because Jacqueline Nunez had her DUI hearing on December 17th, and it is yet to be discovered whether or not she showed up in court. But if I'm going to bet it, I'm going to bet she didn't show up in court. She's above the law, ladies and gentlemen. She is that narcissistic. She is out of control. I'd love to know who Jacqueline's lawyer is. I'd like to talk to that person, actually, because they must be ripping their hair out if she did not show up on December 17th, because that was an important one. And I would hate to be her lawyer. How many times could you make excuses for this woman? At some point, Jacqueline Nunez is going to run into a hard judge. And I hope that point is very, very soon, because she doesn't care that people have no contact orders out on her, no trespass orders. She doesn't care that the town of Burrillville said you cannot open the doors to your business. She does not care that her employee got fined and was almost on the hook for $500. She does not care. what she does to people. She does not pay her employees, which is in effect stealing. She robs people. I'm not even going scamming. She is robbing the general public because they prepay for these tours that are not supposed to be happening. So she is thieving people. She's a thief. Thief in the night. And she is absconding with people's money left and right. And I don't know, for anybody who is scammed or had money stolen by Jacqueline by paying for a tour you never got, y'all got to do some class action lawsuit and stuff. Honestly, because this is absolutely wild that this woman keeps getting away with nonsense. It's insane. The average person would be shackled and taken off to the ACI, but not Jacqueline Nunez. So for some reason, she keeps wiggling her way. Time is being bought for her somewhere along the way. I don't know, but it's absolutely crazy. It's absolutely crazy. She's all over the news, telling the news, I'm going to operate. And then she operates. And then a $200 fine. That's the final verdict, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful creatures of the world, your guess is as good as mine as to how she keeps skating. People keep asking me in the comment section. I don't understand why she doesn't get in trouble for this stuff. I don't understand why either. Ladies and gentlemen, guys and ghouls, we're going to be on YouTube throughout the holiday season. I know a lot of channels are taking the 2 weeks off because the news cycle is slow. We're not going to be doing that here at Coffee with Kerri-Lynn. Every day it's going to be a new fashion, a new thing. It's just how we roll here. I hope you guys are all being the kindness that you want to see in the world. I hope you're making appearances at your Christmas parties and not being like Jacqueline Nunez and being absent from real life. I hope everybody has a beautiful Merry Christmas and Carpe Diem, because no one promised you a tomorrow.